This is a podcast called 25 Whistles, talking basketball, and they all wear a whistle. Yeah, it's stupid, but what did you expect? It's a podcast called 25 Whistles. 25 Whistles.
Everybody, welcome to the show. Blow it. All right, we're in. I saw that Josh Allen and Haley Steinfeld had their kid. You don't care?
I didn't even know that she was pregnant.
Really?
Never. No. I feel like they just got married. Didn't they just get married like last year?
I'm starting to not count on you as knowing anything anymore.
Oh, man.
I feel like she would just announced she was pregnant. Oops. I feel like when you're the one that's not going through the pregnancy, obviously we're not going through it, but our wives, I feel like it goes so much faster.
Man, I think we're all going through it. I think we're both going through the pregnancy. Husbands and wives.
Well, we are, but I'm saying like if
I
somebody
don't
else goes
agree.
through
You
it.
don't
Like,
agree with that?
No, my wife went through way more than I did. Is that what you're
for
saying?
Sure.
Like you're saying you went through equally.
I mean, I hate it when people say we're pregnant. I don't like that. But in a way, you're both having the baby, so you're both pregnant.
No, I'm going to disagree. Your life changes a bit, but as the dude, you physically don't have to deal with not being able to sleep, being uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You physically, no.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially after the baby comes, you're like, oh wow, I'm cool. I can walk, I can do it all. Like, give me the baby, and they're bedridden.
My body's exactly as it was the day
Yeah.
before. Yeah,
I can go work out the next day if I want to.
It's crazy. You think it's equal?
Yeah. I mean, it's been a bit since I've gone through that. It's been 9 years. No, 9 years. 12 years since I've been through that.
I would think in 50 years, I'm still going to think it's not equal.
Huh.
Yeah, dude.
Okay. But you both have the baby.
She had the baby. We now have a child.
Yes.
Okay. That makes sense.
Josh Allen and Haley Steinfeld are the parents of a baby girl. They announced in her newsletter, I guess I don't subscribe to that,
Wow.
that their daughter has been born without sharing any further specifics on the date or the baby's name. We're feeling incredibly grateful and blessed and savoring these early moments. Hey, let me ask you guys a question. So, I had a baby a few weeks ago, and I'm not starting a new podcast. I can't. I don't have the capacity to start a new podcast. But definitely a segment, and occasionally I'm doing on YouTube a new show, kind of. And I had two names that I came up with, and I'm curious to know which name you guys like the best. I've already come to the conclusion of what I'm using.
So we don't matter in this, but
It didn't matter, but I'm just
it's
curious
fun.
to what you think. I had two names because the thing is, so many people are asking questions all the time about the baby, and then I have artists going, "Hey, I want to come up and talk about, being a dad," and I'm like, I don't have time for a podcast. But occasionally, maybe I do an interview and we cut a part of it out. The two options I had were, number one, talk daddy to me.
Nice.
I love that.
Nice. That's not. Yeah. Wow.
Dude, I love it.
Yeah, no, dude, it's
I was gonna say that nobody's using that.
Yeah, that's shocking.
I searched it. The only thing that we found was like a name of an episode for Boy Meets World.
That was the other.
Oh, that was the other one? No, nobody's using it.
Wow.
There was no podcast called that.
That is so
Get
good.
on that now.
I don't even want to hear the second one.
The next one is Father Knows. So there's a saying called Father Knows Best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So so with me, it was Father Knows Less.
Oh, that's good, dude. Dang.
Because you guys are talking about fatherhood.
Or just parents. So Father Knows Less. And it's also a television show, which I don't think a lot of people know, but Father Knows Best was a television show back in the day. Black and white. Used to watch it on Nick at Night. That's how I knew about the saying Father Knows Best.
Okay.
So, but it's called Father Knows Less, or it's called Talk Daddy to Me.
Talk daddy to me.
Yeah, it's gotta be the
Hands
talk daddy.
down.
They're both really good, but yeah, that talk daddy. Like if I were to see that somewhere, I'd be like, I need to check that out.
I'm
Father-
so happy that you guys picked that one because that is not the one I picked.
Dang
What?
it.
Yeah, I'm so happy.
What?
Yeah, that one just felt like a little too like sexual. Like, yeah.
Huh?
You
Not
think-
your style, or
Because
And-
daddy.
Like talk daddy to me is also talk dirty to me, but
Right,
also
right.
daddy. And not only that, Father Knows Less is me admitting I know very little about it, and so people aren't thinking I'm an expert.
Okay.
But I'm glad you guys picked Talk Daddy to me. Makes me feel like I'm in the right place.
Makes you feel better.
It's like when we're
See.
betting and Eddie picked a team and I didn't pick that team and picked the other team. I'm like, oh, I'm in the right place for this.
You know when you do that, I drive home sad, right? You know that. Like when you say stuff like that, I'm just like, why does he say stuff like that? Like basically everything I decide is wrong. Like I have those moments in my car.
Everything not true. A lot.
Like the bet one, I'm just like, really? Like every time I pick a team,
Do you
they
feel like
lose?
his instincts are pretty bad?
Yeah, they're consistent.
Generally
and
speaking.
I feel like the stats, we don't have them in front of us, but they back it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was really hoping you guys picked Talk Daddy to me as like two dudes
Well,
or
there
like
you go.
dude now.
Well, now I'm like, dang, I'm stuck with Eddie over here now.
Yeah, you're like me now.
Dang it.
You're right home. Good luck today.
No, dude. I'm gonna be driving home today. Like,
Oh, I thought you meant you were driving home. Where's right home? So how's your baby influencing going?
yeah, it's on pause. It's been
Why?
on pause for a little while.
Why?
Man, it's just you guys know the social media game. It's a lot to keep up with, and Bobby does a great job of it, and I commend him for it. But you got to be so consistent and all the time and every day, and we are so busy as it is with work. And I'm like, it's hard to keep up with it nonstop, especially with no income coming in. I know you got to start somewhere to get there, but that doesn't help you.
Are the ideas still there? Like, do you still have the ideas coming in?
Yeah, all the time, especially because we just had their first plane ride. So I was like, oh, I could do another one. I was like, it's been like 4 months probably. Like, is
But
it
do it
still
what?
even-
Another one.
Like where I give advice on like how to make your life easier as a parent, new parent, traveling for the first time with your baby. Like for us, the number one thing, we brought a car seat. You have to bring a car seat because we bought 3 chairs since we have 2 babies. And then having that car seat was huge because they got to sleep in the car seat, they got to play in the car seat, so you didn't have to really hold one the entire flight. And it was a long flight, 4-hour flight.
Oof.
So that was huge, and you could put these little spinning things on the windows that could occupy them. So that's just an example of like something that made our life easier as first-time flyers as parents.
That sounds like a good segment for Father Knows Less.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about that?
Yeah,
I could pay $20 and then you make a little money off that story.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
So you took a car seat on the plane, huh?
Yeah, and it was. And
Is
honestly,
it? They're
worked out
two. They're
great.
a 2-seater.
Just a one.
You have 2 kids.
Yeah, but so legally, since you have 2, you have to buy 3 seats because of the oxygen mask, and then you can have 1 lap child, but you can't have 2. So
But what if you each have 1 lap child?
you can't have 2 in the same row?
Got it.
2 lap childs in the same row because there's only a certain amount of oxygen mask, and there's not
right.
enough. You know what I mean? So if somebody else was sitting in the window seat, like a random person, and then it's us 2 in the seats and 2 lap childs, there's not enough mass to go around. So legally, you have to have that 3rd seat, and you have to have a car seat with them. But we were like, dang, have you guys ever seen a car seat on a plane? Think about it.
Never.
No, never.
Right?
Nope.
And that's what I thought,
Or
too.
maybe I've just never noticed. But I don't think I've ever seen a car seat on a plane.
Same. When they said that, I was like, what? Like, I've never seen one. What do you mean we have to? But thank God we had to because it was such a lifesaver, man.
You know, there's one thing that I never thought of was Ubering. You know, and if you have a child that you're going to Uber with, you got to have the car seats because Ubers don't have car seats in them. So I remember a situation where we were going to a concert or an event, like it was like a circus or something at Bridgestone. And we're like, well, okay, we'll take the car seat for the Uber, but what are we going to do with the car seat when we get to the event?
Carry the kid in it the whole time.
you could do
That's
that.
what I would think.
Yeah.
So no, but the cool thing is when you get to Bridgestone or a venue like that, you can actually check in strollers, car seats, and they hold it for you for the show. And then when you're done, you just give them the ticket and you get it right back. So that was kind of cool stuff you don't think about. Like Ubers, we brought the baby in. They're just like, you can't bring the baby in. There's no car seat here unless you have a car seat. And we're like, ooh, didn't know that.
I think we wouldn't know that. And I would be stuck carrying the car seat the whole time. My wife would carry the baby
Right.
until she got tired and we'd switch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know you could check it in. See, this is a segment for Fathers Knows Less.
Episode 1 happening right now, maybe?
Or Talk Daddy to
Talk
me.
Daddy.
You two can have that one. That one feels pervy. The more I say it, the pervier that one feels.
Isn't,
Like, oh,
isn't that a song too?
Yeah.
I just want to hear the intro. Yeah.
Talk Daddy to me.
I don't know. I thought it was always Talk Dirty to me.
No, it is. It is Talk Dirty. But the song is Talk Dirty to me, right? Who is that? Poison.
Yeah, but it's not Talk Daddy to me.
I know, but you can do a generic version for the intro.
I'm not doing Talk Daddy to me.
That's me and you, Eddie.
Yeah, you two can have your own side.
It's just you two talking to each other.
No microphones.
Yeah, no. We do it all the time anyways, right?
So you've quit on baby influencing.
Sounds like it.
A whole nother aspect too is, and I share my babies, the names, the faces, but I've also like, there's just a fine line that I struggle with, like how much do you share them, how much do you want to share them? I know you guys don't share their faces and all that. Everyone's different, but that's where I struggle with too. So I'm like, do I want to put my baby's faces on there or not? And then I debate that all the time, like how much, how little.
There's a guy that kills it as a dad influencer, never puts his kids on. I get offered money constantly from baby companies, and I've not done any real content except I push a stroller through and write something on there, but I've not been paid for anything. And I get people, baby companies all the time coming in and going, hey, will you send Lauren the address? That she doesn't know the address. Will you do, this stroller or this bottle or this? And so, but I'm
Yes.
not going to do it.
Yes. Yes.
You say I have a couple other guys. That's they'll do.
These guys do
Talk daddy to me.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. You turned those down, man. If I got one of those, I'd be like, yes. What do you want me to do?
I don't want to be hawking something that I really don't use or don't believe in. And it's not like life-changing money.
I get that. Yeah,
For you.
you're in a different boat too.
For you, yeah.
Yeah.
For you.
If I did a lot of them and that was constantly my job, and shout out to influencers who can make this a constant job, I think I would do that. But I do very little social media influencing. I mean, maybe one a year, and it's usually something that I'm already involved in another way. But yeah, no, I get paid. I get offered like $5,000 to do will you do bottles and 2 posts?
100%.
I'm already thinking like our kids are growing out of their first car seats already, and I'm like, you got any car seat companies coming over to you over there?
No. Dang. I had a stroller company, but I don't use that stroller. I'm rolling across the screen in the stroller that we paid for. We've not gotten anything for free. And they're like, hey, what about our stroller? And I'm like, I don't know if your thing is even any good. But no, I've not said yes to any of that stuff.
Kevin,
yet.
what do you think
I will.
about
I might eventually. But no.
what do you think about Bobby's posts? Do you like that as an influencer yourself? Do you like what Bobby's doing?
Like with the baby content?
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah. Baby content is always so good.
Dude, it gets millions of views.
Yeah,
And I do
it's-
nothing except roll a stroller across the screen.
I feel like dogs and babies, like you can never go wrong with dogs and babies when it comes to content. Like if somebody hates dog and baby content, like you probably don't like
That's
them.
true.
You know?
Have you seen the video where there's a lady who's beating some eggs in a bowl, and her baby's like watching her do it, and then she cracks the egg on the baby's head?
Oh, yeah.
What the heck?
So that's a trend they did for a long
I
time.
remember the cheese.
Yeah. Well, the cheese, they would throw it and slap it on the baby's head. It would just sit there.
Terrible, man.
Dude,
Yeah.
What would your wife say if you did that
She
to
would
your
never let me do that, ever.
dude.
Eddie, how many teams can you name in the women's Final Four?
Why would you do that to me? Maybe 2.
Okay, go ahead.
Vanderbilt.
No.
Okay. I get 3 strikes, right? Texas.
Yeah, number 1 seed Texas.
I know the LSU, they're out. Is UConn good?
Number 1 seed UConn is in.
Thank goodness. Okay, I said 3.
I think you said 2, but
Okay, good. So I made it.
the other team it's probably the most winning team in the past decade.
Really? Women's?
Women's.
Oh, South Carolina.
Correct. 1 seed South Carolina.
Yeah.
And you probably won't get the 4th one. They're a 1 seed.
So
though.
they're all 1 seeds in there?
Women's basketball is like that.
Always.
Really?
Like the winning teams do all the winning, and nobody has a chance when they play them.
No, they win by like 30
Yeah.
every game.
So
Give me the hint on the
number
last
1
one.
South Carolina versus number 1 UConn. Both UConns are in the Final Four. That's pretty cool.
That's cool.
Men and women. And number 1 Texas against number 1 UCLA.
Okay.
Yeah. And men's, which Saturday, you can name those 4, right?
Let me see. Yeah, Illinois is playing UConn, and then Michigan's playing Arizona.
At least the men's tournament, it's 2 1s, a 2, and a 3.
Yeah.
Still, the halves are the ones that are rising up. But man, in the women's, it's all 1s
Yeah.
and an occasional 2.
And I mean, it was almost another one with Duke. I mean, that was a crazy game.
What do you mean, almost another one?
That was just such a close game. The UConn comes from a 19-point deficit. Like it was almost like it wasn't supposed to be like that.
In the men's tournament, you don't have to be a 1.
Yeah.
Like rarely is it all 4 number 1s.
Right.
In the women, it's mostly all 4 number 1s.
Yeah. And I saw the other day that UConn's on another just crazy streak. Remember when they used to have these like all the time?
Like winning
Streaks, yeah. They've won 54 in a row now.
Dang.
What?
Yeah. That's what it says. Going back from last year, 38.
How?
That can't be
Because
true.
they weren't undefeated,
They
right?
weren't undefeated. Maybe tournament games.
38.
They can't be tournament. They didn't win the tournament last year.
Mhm.
When they won 58, what?
Has an active 54 game winning streak spanning from the end of the 2024 and 25 season through
No way.
the start of
UConn's
this
not
season.
undefeated.
Women's.
Oh, you didn't say
yeah. I didn't
that.
know what
No,
the
it's like
men-
Our sexist brain goes right
Yes.
there.
No,
We didn't even
women's.
hear
No,
it.
he didn't clarify.
He might have, but we didn't hear it.
You guys were just thinking about the men.
Yes,
Yes.
our sexist brains were
Yeah.
hard at work.
I tried to set it up with, remember UConn's women's I don't even know if I probably didn't say women's. Used
So-
to go on all these winning streaks back in the day with
Yeah.
5 years in a row
They're that dominant.
again.
How many UConn women's basketball players can you name? I'll go first. Rebecca Lobo.
All time. All time.
Yeah.
Diana Taurasi.
Wow.
You get to go ahead.
Yeah. It's the blonde hair girl. Sabrina. Sabrina?
I think she played it at West Coast.
Carpenter.
Sabrina, what's her last name?
Iosco.
Yeah, Iosco, that one.
I don't think. I think.
Man, that's
I'm
cute.
almost positive she played at Oregon.
I feel like she
yeah.
played at Oregon. Yeah.
Okay. Thinking of another one. Blonde girl with ponytail.
That's every blonde girl that plays.
Who am I thinking about?
I can go another one.
Yeah, I got one more in me.
Do you have Paige Beckers?
Paige
No.
Beckers. Paige
Wow.
Beckers.
You don't
get that
She- is she a blonde girl with a ponytail?
You didn't say it.
Brianna Stewart.
Don't know who that is. Dang, Paige Beckers is
Eddie
the
goes,
one I was thinking.
Caitlin Clark.
She never played for him? Never? No.
Okay, so you guys got any money on the games?
Yeah.
No, dude, I haven't made one bet all the entire thing.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Why?
I'm
For what reason?
No reason, honestly. I just like been so busy, and then I just sit down and watch the game, and I don't even think about it.
This is the first year in like probably 10 years where I've made money off the tournament.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
Because earlier we said when you bet something, we want to be on the other side of it.
That's why I'm saying this.
Yeah, I want you to see your stats.
You guys are wrong.
pull
okay?
your DraftKings stats
Yeah,
up.
what do you want?
He
man?
hasn't shared any of his bets with us.
But
That's true.
You know?
And I'll throw mine out there. I'll put mine in the group text.
Oh, yeah.
Being like, guys, this is what I'm doing. You can jump if you want.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that now.
Do
now,
the stats.
Now is the point where it's like I couldn't tell you who's going to win any of these games. But what do you want here? Take over my account.
Take over my-
Okay. Let's see. If I go to Eddie's,
Come on.
let's go. My stat sheet. Okay.
I should be.
Let's do
The month. The month.
last month.
Yeah, because that's it
You
started in March.
wagered 900.
Oof. God, when you put it that way.
Your total winnings were 880. Minus $20.
Dang,
Dang,
dude.
so I'm down
This month
20
you
bucks.
got you got nothing in.
So you lied.
April. I haven't bet. I haven't bet yet.
Yeah, but last month dude, you weren't winning.
Well, okay.
This year, let's do this year with Eddie.
Okay.
Because a little.
Oh, this year's not good.
Total wager $2,395.
Dang, Eddie.
Won $2,046.
That's close.
Minus 340. No, where's your winning you're talking about?
No. I'm telling you, I've been winning. I think some of these losses are other sports. Like I'll do NASCAR. I didn't win on that. But basketball, I've been hitting them, baby.
You want all time?
No, dude. You'll ruin my day. Give that back. Give that back. We're not doing.
I hit all time.
No. My wife will listen to this and not
She'll
be
never
happy.
listen to this.
Well, people send her stuff.
Okay, if that's true, then
And, well, if Bobby's gonna say it, don't send her anything, guys. All
no,
right?
I don't have to because
This is between us.
If that's true, I won't say it.
If she hears that number,
Did she ever find out about skins?
nope.
But then so she doesn't listen.
Yeah.
I don't know how she didn't find out.
Okay,
about
so then
that.
I won't read it.
It's bad. So, rate the badness.
I don't know what is your scale. If you've lost over $1,000, that's pretty bad.
All time.
How far are we going back?
Yeah.
here,
What?
do you think?
When did I start DraftKings?
I don't have your entire biography here, bro. All I have is
my portfolio.
Yeah.
When did my problem begin?
Okay, let's see. I would guess that I started probably 5 years ago.
Okay. And what do you think you lose a year?
I probably lose a year. It was $50 a month. So
$600 would be that number.
yeah, and then I would do more. Like on my birthday, I would do 100. I would say I probably at 1,500 a year.
Wow. So if you lose $1,500 a year, that's.
That's terrible. It's terrible.
Do you want to know your number?
Hit me.
You have lost all time $4,874.
Oh, that's not bad.
Okay.
Okay, that's better. That's better than I thought. That makes me feel better.
Yeah, I think you've got that much entertainment out of it over the because that's what this is, right?
Totally.
Oh,
we're,
for sure.
we're not trying to
No.
bet to make. We would like to make money, yes.
Sure.
But our betting is entertainment purposes.
And my excuse to my wife always was just like, I've got to watch a lot of these games for our podcast. I got to know what's going on. So it helps for me to bet a little bit on it. Then I get a little interest and I watch all these games.
Yeah, you're at $4,874.41 net total down.
So it's a $5,000 investment.
But last year you had a bad year, dude. Last year you lost $2,100. Half of that was last year.
Dang.
I think we all did, right? Wasn't last year
Don't
bad
put
for
me
all
in
of
the
us?
same category. as
Hey,
you
we're
right
not trying to
here.
jump into your boat.
Did you have a bad year last year?
I've had bad years.
Yeah.
Last year was probably a bad year for me.
All right. Well, that's better than I thought.
Yeah.
Nice, dude. So you can drive home happy today.
Yes. And then my Calcutta. I have Illinois, who I bought for $90. So I'm rocking and rolling.
Yeah. They could win. I don't think they will,
Mm-hmm.
but they could win.
I did get a deal, an offer. our buddy Steve, has UConn, and he hit me up and was like, "Hey, let's just make a deal where like we just split the money."
Well, the difference is one of you then plays the championship game.
Well, we don't get the money on that one. Just on this game, we get the money.
But then you have to do the math of subtract what. I wouldn't do that. It's too confusing.
And plus, I feel like I have the upper hand with Illinois.
Good for you. I wouldn't, but I don't think it's crazy close. I mean, I don't think it's far. I think Illinois played out of their minds.
Illinois, I think, is a 1-point favorite. Now, does that have to do because they're closer to Indianapolis? Is that
I don't know
kind of a
if
home
that
game?
would affect a home game, not being the same state that
You don't
you're
think
from,
so?
but like the neighboring state. No.
Especially UConn's fan base. I mean, basketball-wise, they're pretty widespread. I
Because
feel
what
like.
was that game? Is it Michigan or something? I mean, it was all Michigan fans there.
Do you guys think Tiger Woods was kind of lame when he goes, I just talked to the president?
For sure.
This dude.
He's a bad dude anyway.
Yeah.
But now he's like bad dude when he's over and over again putting other people's lives in danger. If he still played next Sunday at the match, I'd be like, let's go Tiger. You're in it.
We're back.
I know, we'd
We're
still,
back.
we'd be like, we're in it for Tiger. He's wearing red and black.
We're all wearing red.
Yeah.
Like Tiger Woods a bad dude.
Yeah. At this point, it's like you can't. How do you stick up for him? But to your point, I would root for him.
Who
if he was
sticks up?
playing.
Who sticks up for him personally? Like the fans, not people that know him. I get that. Like you know him, he's a friend of yours. I get that. But like fans, who sticks up for him personally?
Nobody.
Nobody does.
Yeah,
Nobody knows him though.
Right.
So
So but there are lovable celebrities where like they do something wrong. Like I don't know. I love that
I
celebrity.
think he's had so many things happen that
Yeah.
nobody sticks up for him personally. And then, so I was just calling the president when you see in the body cam.
Come on, dude.
Yeah. Like, okay.
Is that like Morgan Wallen calling Chief? Eric Church.
Eric Church.
Hey man, I'm at your bar. They're trying to arrest me.
But the president is a whole nother level.
It is another level.
It's a whole
But he's
nother level.
also dating the president's whatever.
Damn.
No,
Ants.
he's dating the president's son's former wife, ex-wife.
Is that right?
Yes.
The former wife?
Yeah, he's dating, I think,
Yeah.
Eric's ex-wife.
Okay.
But he's dating his...
Oh, so she's a Trump by name.
yes, but
Got it.
her daughter is the president's granddaughter.
Yes.
So he's dating the president's
What would that be called?
granddaughter's mom.
Yes.
Man.
What's up with the hiccups too in the car? Like, what?
He had the hiccups?
Yeah, you never had
the
hiccups like when you're
major
all messed
hiccups.
up?
Well, yeah, when I'm drinking.
He wasn't drinking.
He
That's
wasn't
true.
drinking.
I know, but he's got some other stuff in the system. Who knows?
I don't know. Does the pill give you hiccups?
I'm not that I know. My Zyrtec doesn't give me hiccups
That's a good point. Mine doesn't either. Although I stay super dry
with
Like-
the allergy stuff.
because I'd shoot medicine up my nose, the prescription allergy medicine.
Mhm.
Man, but what sucks is it dries me out a little bit, and then it just tastes bad in my throat
Yeah.
all day long.
Like that drip back
Like,
there.
yeah, it's like almost I'd rather just have allergies. But I went and got allergy
No, it's
shots
so bad.
with 12-year-olds for
with 12-year-olds.
Because mostly it's kids.
Oh.
yeah.
I did that when I was a
like, wait, what does
kid.
that mean?
Hey,
No,
you
I did
sit-
an episode of
picked
Talk
up a bunch
Daddy
of
to me at the
12-year-olds.
allergy
Yeah.
place.
Hey, are you sitting in that waiting room with all the
Yes,
kids?
It's me and a ton of kids and their parents. And so my allergies were so bad, my doctor was like, you need to have something, like, let me send you to the allergist. And so I go to the allergist, they do the test on me. She's like, you have so many things that you're allergic to. So what I would recommend is you come in for shots every week. And so it was like a 2-year deal. I went about a year and then I just stopped going. I think I was on a vacation and a work trip and I missed like 4 in a row. And I was like, I'm not going back. But I'm convinced that going for at least a year has helped me tremendously.
Really?
Man, I don't want to jinx it, but usually once a year I lose my voice completely. Allergies,
Yeah.
especially where we live. It's
Yeah.
terrible.
Oh yeah. They're so bad here.
Yep. So, but I haven't done that. I take my allergy medicine. My nose itches so bad though now. Does yours itch?
I feel like everything you're talking about, I have it.
Like you would think I was like, I've never even seen cocaine, but like I mess with my nose so much.
Yeah, it looks like you're on it.
Dude,
Have you guys, speaking of cocaine, have you seen the Lamar Odom
Documentary?
documentary yet?
No, but I want to.
Gotta
No.
watch it. Gotta watch it.
The little teaser that they put on it, when you hover over the thumbnail, that
Yeah. Gotta watch it.
looks good.
Why? What?
It's just wild. And especially his life, obviously, we didn't know, or I didn't know about his upbringing, lost his mom at a young age. They get into this right in the beginning. And his dad left when he was young and he was a drug addict and all that. So he went through a lot as a child, and then the Kardashian marriage, that built around that. And he just went down a crazy, just a wild path for a couple of years.
Like the girl that he was hooking up with, like called.
Yeah.
Who was he dating?
Chloe.
Chloe, and said, "Look, I'm banging your boyfriend. Were they married?
Husband. No husband.
I'm banging your husband."
He cheated a lot.
And a lot.
But so did Tristan Thompson.
True. Yeah. But Tristan, I mean, Lamar talks about how much like coke and freebasing some stuff just to get around the NBA drug protocol. It was wild.
So you liked it?
Yeah. Oh,
Did you finish it?
Yeah. I got 20 minutes left.
Oh.
So when I met my wife, she was living in California. She was finishing up grad school. And so I had met her through my old PR person who was from Oklahoma. You're going to see where this goes. I'm going to get to Lamar Odom. Oddly, this story is going to connect to Lamar Odom. So at American Idol and Dancing with the Stars, I had a PR person that specifically was on me and a couple of other people. And she was from Oklahoma. So I spent a lot of time with her through multiple seasons of the show. She had a friend. It was Caitlin, who's from Oklahoma, that she went to college with. And so Caitlin was in California and she was going to grad school. And Caitlin had already graduated from college, went into the workforce, was doing international commodities, oil and gas, living in Houston, and decided she wanted to get a master's so she could make more money, basically, so she could do that job remotely. So she's in California. I ended up meeting Caitlin through this other girl who was my PR person. And so I'm flying back and forth, and Caitlin and I started dating, and I said, hey, I'm coming in because I'm going to be at Dancing with the Stars for the first episode of this new season. It was the season Lauren Elena was on. And so I was going out there to support her. I said, hey, why don't you go as my date? And she was like, I don't know. Sure. She didn't really know we're going to be on TV, but they put us right in the front. So it's me, it's Caitlin. We're sitting at a table, and I think Emmett Smith was sitting at the table with us, and somebody that Emmett was with. And then after that show, there's a party. There's the first episode party at like a restaurant. And it's a lot of the people from that season. One of the people from that season was Lamar Odom.
Oh, wow.
I'm almost certain, unless he was there from another season, he was at that party. You may check and see if Lamar Odom was that season, but he was there. And so I don't know Caitlin very well. We've been on a couple dates. And so my wife is very funny, though. And so we're walking by, and she goes, that's Lamar Odom. And he was sitting down in like a back stall. And I was like, yeah. And we're walking by, and she goes, justice for Chloe. As we're walking by.
Did he hear her?
It was loud. Probably not. But I remember thinking, this chick's funny.
Yeah, it's funny.
That's great.
This chick's funny.
Especially to have like the balls to say something.
Yeah, she did like a cough. Justice for Chloe.
Yeah.
Mike?
Yeah, it was in 2019. That was it.
The Lauren Elena season?
Yep.
Dang. So yeah. So I've not met him. I've been near him. But he was doing Dancing with the Stars.
Oh, okay.
You may not know the answer to this, but like, how does someone decide to like, I'm just going to do a documentary and I'm going to tell my whole story? Like, is it money? Does the producer come up?
Yeah, there's probably some money behind it.
Yeah, because it's a story that people will be interested in. They even the bed that he overdosed in, like it's some.
He had a bad overdose.
Yeah, really bad.
Was this
out in Vegas.
This is the Bunny Ranch.
Yep, exactly. Out in Vegas.
Dang, you're going hard. If you're overdosing and you're at the Bunny Ranch,
Yeah, that's bad,
like
dude.
you're drugging and prostituting.
And then the guy who owned it like turned that bed into like now people can come like see it.
Not see it.
It's weird, but
Yeah.
They can do it in it.
yeah,
Probably.
they-
Yes. That's what I would
And
think.
No, I'm trying to think like a
overdose
touristy
bed?
thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, what do you guys want to do? Grand Canyon.
All right, kids, you decide.
I want to go to the Lamar overdose bed at the Bunny Ranch.
It's wild, dude.
Dang.
That is
I don't
crazy.
know that I'm interested enough to watch it for an hour and a half, but I'm definitely interested enough to hear the stories from it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, when I finish it, like I said, I got about 20 minutes. I had to take off when I was watching it, but I'm gonna finish it, and it's crazy. And then even the whole like Kardashian thing, he pretty much married her just because he wanted to be more famous than he already was.
Did he say that?
Yeah. He's like, I loved her, but I wanted to, get to another level. He's like, I wanted to be an AA lister.
Dang.
Yeah.
It worked.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We're talking about him now not because he was a basketball player with drug problems, but he was a basketball player with drug problems who we know mostly from the Kardashians.
Yes.
Mhm. And then they had their own series, Chloe and Lamar or something.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, and she was like, I didn't want to do it. She's like, we're already doing our family thing. I didn't want to do it, but he wanted to do it so bad, and he got so excited that I was like, all right, let's just do it.
So she's in it too. She talks a
Oh,
lot.
she's in it a lot. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Mm.
And then there's a story about his
They have a
dad.
kid? Because I know she does with Tristan Thompson.
No, at least all that I've seen, they don't have a kid. But he's got a couple kids with a high school, and he basically like.
Man, basketball players, they just cheat. It's not a Lamar thing. It's not a Tristan Thompson thing. It's not if you are with the Kardashian, you cheat. If you're a basketball player, for the most part, you're on the road, you're cheating.
Yeah.
It's like artists, like musical artists. I think I said 50% of artists. It's a bit different because they're just weekending it. Where basketball players can be on the road for a week at a time, bounce in different cities.
What about
Yeah.
baseball players? Because they kind of have the same schedule, right?
I don't know many baseball players.
Yeah.
Because it's got to be the schedule.
But also, you're playing day games sometime in baseball.
Yeah, and I feel like there's so many games in baseball. I don't know.
Pitchers,
You don't have-
pitchers, right?
Yeah,
they travel with a team, but they only have one game to pitch.
The Wizards apologized for their April Fool's stunt, and I wish they wouldn't have apologized.
So weak.
It was so dumb to apologize. Everybody stop apologizing for everything. So they did this bit. It was a half-court shot. And so just what the video was, this guy's blindfolded. He shoots the half-court shot, misses big time. But everybody starts jumping around and celebrating like he won. And they're like, we got April Fool's joke on for $10,000. The thing was, even if they did the joke, that's funny. On the person, let's say the person wasn't in on the joke, but the person was in on the joke. Even the person who shot the ball was in on the joke.
So who are they apologizing to? Us, because they got us?
We apologize for last night's April Fool's joke that left many wondering if we had misled a fan. The skit involving our mascot and other members of our performance team was scripted and intended to celebrate that day. All participants were in on the joke, but we missed the mark. There's no mark you missed.
No, it's perfect.
Stop apologizing for everything. So that happened.
Yeah, I would get it if like they totally messed with that person.
Yeah, made him look like a fool.
I get that. That's an
Then
apology.
didn't give him any money.
Yeah, and you can when you watch the video, I mean, you can kind of tell he was in on it.
It's easy to tell after you know
Yes.
that's in on
You
it.
have to
I saw
stop
it,
doing
I
this.
saw it before they apologized.
Like it's like the Yukon shot. I knew that was going in. You
yeah.
have to stop.
Oh, well, no, these are I'm too
Afterward, he claims what he knew.
Yeah. No, I watched it before they apologized. I was like, he might be in on it. You'll watch the video, you'll know.
I watched the video.
You're talking to me.
Before. Now you know.
I think everybody's in on everything.
Yeah, that's because
Like
So
wanted.
I'm so cynical. I think everything is a bit or a stunt.
yeah.
So I probably thought, oh, this is all a bit, and they're fooling the fans. It's like 80% of marriage proposals that go wrong. They're all set up. If it's a marriage proposal that goes wrong on a jumbotron, it's set up.
I agree with that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's true.
What about that clip you sent me last night?
The jump rope guy?
Yeah.
Can we pull that up? So there's a guy who set a world record for jump roping. Have you seen this clip, Kevin?
No.
So I sent it to Eddie.
Right here.
Yeah, he did 288 jumps in 10 seconds. Watch this. This is unbelievable. athleticism. His feet are moving so fast,
man.
it looks like a blur. You don't believe that's real?
No.
It's not real.
It's the world record. What are you talking about? It's not real.
It's not real.
No.
There's nothing more real than that.
As soon as it stops, like his feet just reappear.
I'll be honest though. You watch it twice, 3 times. You're like, is it real?
Watch it again. You don't think this is real? Mike,
I think it's real.
it's real. I don't know why you guys are going, it's not real.
Are you joking? You guys are joking. Y'all are joking.
Have you learned that it's AI? Because this is real to me.
No, I've learned that people don't say that it's AI when it is AI.
No, but you get fooled by AI all the time.
I know.
To me, this
No
feels,
longer.
This feels real. Can you Google? I mean, I can do it here. What's the world?
It says it is real.
Yeah, that's real.
Who says it's
How do you
real?
count that too?
They can slow it down.
Yeah.
They have to slow it down to count it. I can't believe you thought that was fake. You think everything fake is real,
Correct.
and now you think real things are fake.
Well, that's what happens when you get fooled so many times. You're like, nothing's real anymore,
Yeah.
even
It's
if it
the
is
world
real.
record.
Everything's a bit. Nothing's real.
You thought that was fake? I wouldn't have sent you something fake.
I thought you were just trying to
No.
be funny, and I'd already seen it, and I'd already made up my mind that was fake.
Here you go. I have it right here. The world record for the most single rope jumps, and I have 30 seconds. I have 10 seconds. Yeah.
Is it the same dude that's
It's
broken
real.
the record?
This guy's name that I'm reading now for 30 seconds is Sin Xiaolin. So I don't know. Mike, what do you see over there?
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. But yeah, Guinness World Record.
Man, his technique is
No,
kind
dude,
of.
admit it. You're wrong.
Okay,
That's
I
real.
was wrong. I was wrong.
Yeah, me too.
I have no problem admitting that I thought that was real.
It looks
Or I
like
thought that
he's
was fake.
glitching.
World record. It's right here. It's the same guy, Sin Xiaolin, 10 seconds, 228 jumps
How do you
in
do that?
Shanghai. That's what we played again. Now, you guys, you know it's
Okay,
real.
now it's real. Let's watch it.
Okay.
What on earth?
How fast are your freaking feet? It looks like it's glitching. Yeah. But watch my hand. Look at my hand.
It looks like you're glitching.
Look at my hand. You can't keep your eyes on it because it's so fast. And I just move
Yeah.
my hand back and forth. This is the same thing.
How
Can you
do
see
you-
my hand? Can you see my hand?
No, I mean,
No,
it's a,
it's
big,
a blur.
It's a big
right?
hand.
That's what
Yeah.
his feet are doing.
I mean, how do you prepare for that? Like, how do you train for that? The technique he's using is almost like the technique we use on the power pad. You remember that?
Yeah, slap. But we would get down on our hands and do power pad slap.
No, I would do feet, but I would do it like just where I'm barely lifting.
Well, that's what he's doing.
Power pad.
So it was a thing Nintendo had back in the day, and you could do track and field. Was a great game, and you roll the pad out, and it gave you 2 little things. We used to get down on our knees and hit it with our hands.
Oh.
But you could do feet too.
Okay.
You're supposed to do feet, and you would like run on it, and the hurdle would come. You jump.
So like a Wii kind of thing, but
Yeah, but with a pad.
Before all that, yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
And Cheetah was the fastest dude you had to beat.
Cheetah was.
Yeah, it sounds about right when his name is Cheetah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Hippo, one of the first, the slow ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. The fact that you thought that was fake.
Of course.
You're
How do you
fooled
not?
by everything, and then you think everything real is false.
Because I'm trying to turn to that like mindset of thinking that, you know what, don't fall for everything. It's just fake until proven true.
Okay,
And-
but one simple Google proves it true.
I know, but then I feel Google's in on it too, you know, like
Google's in on it.
you just keep going with this
The
joke.
guy who believes everything thinks Google's in on the conspiracy.
Google's in on it.
Okay, that's it. We're gonna take a break now and talk some real basketball. Look, Eddie, look. This is the same
official-
guy for 30 seconds.
Wow, on the Guinness World Record site.
That's the same guy.
Same dude. Different judge.
How thin is that rope?
That here.
too?
Yeah, look at that. Boom.
I don't even see the oh, there it
You
is.
barely-
You can see a little bit of it.
And he's bent all the way over, like he's hunched over.
Wow. That's pretty cool.
That's crazy.
So he's the man for jump roping.
Yeah. He's just a man, period. Jump roping or not. That is somebody who's the man.
The man.
Yeah. All right, we'll come back and we'll talk college basketball next. We have Matt Norlander on who, Matt, I was reading your article on Bill Self returning to Kansas. And is he for sure back, or would he do a Bruce Pearl and stay until it's so close to the time that he can retire and then pick his own successor?
It's interesting you bring that up. I think there is a chance that could still be on the table. But I think the intention here is just for him to return for another full season at least. And, I'm glad to see that, but never say never. I think there's a mild possibility that he could get to October, and who knows? Because the biggest part of Self doing this and deciding here and now is health. He's had multiple stents put in. My prediction would be that it means that he will indeed coach out.
So you guys on your podcast, Eye on College Basketball, are you guys doing a lot of talk about the coaching? I don't want to call it carousel. That's a very football thing, but there's 2 main jobs, Kansas and North Carolina, that are open right now, and that's going to create these other openings. But are you guys talking about that a lot? And what are you doing with the North Carolina job at this point?
Well, we talk about all of it on the Eye on College Basketball podcast, and you can call it the coaching carousel. That is a college hoops that is in the vernacular as well. Carolina is the big one, and as I talked to you here on Thursday morning, we're getting ready for a day's worth of media availability here at the Final Four. We've got a very unusual situation in that the North Carolina job is open. That's unquestionably one of the 4 best jobs in college basketball, and as that job is open, there are 2 candidates for that job that are actually facing each other in the Final Four. And Dusty May at Michigan, Tommy Lloyd at Arizona, and then Billy Donovan with the Chicago Bulls are the 3 primary targets right now for North Carolina. And it's opening as we speak here today. There's no clear indication if any of them is more likely than the other to say yes. We have never had a Final Four or national title game situation in men's college basketball where 2 primary candidates for an open job elsewhere in the sport happen to be facing off for their own respective teams there. So yeah, we talk about the carousel on the Eye on College Basketball podcast. Obviously, plenty of deep dives on all the other stuff there as well. Appreciate you mentioning that. But the North Carolina opening, it is kind of dangling above the Final Four here in Indianapolis. No question about it.
If you were making that call, I feel like Billy Donovan would be the guy if you can get him to leave Chicago, leave the luxurious life of the NBA. What direction would you go?
If I knew that the candidate would say yes, I would go Tommy Lloyd over the other 2, and it would be by very narrow margins there. Tommy Lloyd has done an outstanding job at one of the top 10 jobs in the sport at Arizona. He has worked in this portal and NIL era, understand what it's about. He's got more wins through the first 5 seasons of his career than any coach in the history of the sport has had through their first 5 seasons coaching men's college basketball. So if I knew I was getting a yes from Tommy Lloyd, and I knew I was getting a yes from Dusty May, and I knew that I was getting a yes from Billy Donovan, which I don't think is going to be the case for North Carolina. I don't think all 3 are going to say yes. But if I knew I was getting yeses across the board and I got to pick, I would take Tommy Lloyd. Now, Donovan's an interesting one because he has more deep experience into the tournament, couple national championships, of course, 3 Final Four trips overall, but he hasn't been in the sport for more than a decade. Now, that's not to say that he can't return and have a lot of success. He could, but the other dynamic with Billy Donovan to keep in mind is that Everyone kind of expects there to be a changing of the guard with the Chicago Bulls franchise, but there's going to be 8, 9, 10 jobs that change over at the NBA level this spring. And as was laid out to me by a well-connected NBA source earlier this week, there aren't really 8 or 9 or 10 obvious candidates to fill those positions. So that means that if Billy Donovan wants to remain an NBA coach, he'll have 1 or 2 other spots that are going to open that he could get those jobs if he wanted. So just keep that in mind as well. There's a lot of talk about how he'd be open to going back to North Carolina or going to North Carolina to go back to college basketball. And I think that is possible, but don't underestimate the overall appeal of coaching in the NBA, and Billy Donovan will be there'll be no shortage of options.
What are your thoughts on Dan Hurley as a dude?
Dan Hurley is one of the great characters in all of American sports. I know Dan well. I've known him for more than a decade. He is authentically himself. That can sometimes get him into trouble. I often find his natural personality to be entertaining, sometimes downright funny. Does he cross the line? Yes, he has, unquestionably so. But he is so very much himself. And I appreciate the fact that, in the 70s and in the 80s and in the 90s, college football, college basketball, the lore of these sports was built out in part by the personalities and the characters of the coaches. And as over the past 20 years, a lot of that has been stripped away from mainstream American sports and the coaching profession at any level, professional football, baseball, basketball. The college ranks still have kept some of that personality, but it's a selling point for the sport to have coaches who are not overly guarded, who do not give trite cliche answers. And so Hurley has become the face of the sport while winning at a level that is outrageous. The fact that he has now brought a UConn program back to the Final Four for the 3rd time in 4 years is amazing. And his star senior Alex Caravan, he readies for this game against Illinois on Saturday with a 17-1 record in the NCAA tournament, which is astounding.
So they're going to play Illinois again. This is a rematch. Have these teams changed at all since they played the first time?
Yes, they have. They're definitely different teams. They played back the day after Thanksgiving at Madison Square Garden. It looked like they were playing in a level of Super Mario Brothers because the Knicks floor was still with that NBA Cup deal back then. It was a very, very weird watch. But Keaton Wagler, who's an outstanding player for Illinois, one of the best freshmen in the country, one of the best players in the country, despite not being a 4-star or even a 5-star prospect. He didn't really play a ton and didn't play that well in that game. He has since emerged to be just a stud. So does the fact that UConn won with ease over Illinois essentially more than 4 months ago, does it matter that much? I really don't think it does. The personnel is obviously mostly the same, but I don't think that has too much of a factor. But there is a certain mental edge that this coaching staff with UConn has, because it wasn't just the win this season that they comfortably got it done. Even though a lot of the personnel on the court was different, 2 years ago I was there in Boston in the Elite Eight, so just one round earlier than this right now. UConn eviscerated Illinois, and at one point went on a 30-0 run in that game. I'd never seen anything like it. I could see either of those two teams winning. I wouldn't take too much stock into the fact that the Huskies were able to win with some ease against the Illini back at the end of November.
I have 2 questions for you left. To me, just eyeballing it, Michigan and Arizona have been the dominant teams in the tournament. And as just an eyeball guy, it's like, I don't know, whoever wins this probably has the edge to win the whole thing. Your thoughts on this matchup, and do you feel the same way about those 2 teams?
The matchup is phenomenal. So the winner of that game on Saturday is going to be favored to win the title. And we don't get this every single year, but there have been plenty of instances over the years where one Final Four matchup clearly seems to have the 2 best teams of the 4 in the national semis, and then the winner of that game doesn't win the national title. So UConn and Illinois are both capable of winning 2 more. All of these, I could see. It's not hard for me, Bobby. It's not hard for me to envision any of these teams being on the floor, confetti on the court on late Monday night here in Indianapolis and getting it done. I saw Arizona win the Big 12 championship in person in Kansas City, and in the process of doing that, beat Iowa State and maybe the game of the year, a buzzer beater courtesy of Jaden Bradley that transpired at the end of that incredible 40-minute battle. And I just was in San Jose last week and I saw Arizona escape the West Regional. They've been incredible. I've also saw Michigan in person multiple times this season, including when they beat Gonzaga by 40, and they also beat San Diego State and Auburn by 30 in that just humongously impressive run in the Players Era Championship back in Vegas in November. So these 2 have been the most consistently great teams all season. It is only fitting that we on a Final Four stage. If it was the national title game, sure, it'd be incredible, it'd be amazing, but that's not how the bracket works. They were both put on the right side of the bracket. They're going to square off here on Saturday. And what I think, Bobby, is if both teams, I've said this a couple times earlier this week, and I genuinely believe it, if Arizona and Michigan on Saturday are able to play to their absolute peaks, if each of those teams and each of those coaches bring out the best in each other, then we have the potential for one of the best college basketball games that we've seen this decade. We'll see if both can do it, or if one side really gets the edge over the other.
My final question is very portal related. It's not officially open. You can't go for business yet, but everybody's declaring. And you have some kids that are already committing, and again, the portal's not even open. But these coaches that are involved in the Final Four, they've got to be doing double duty right now, right?
Yeah, coaches probably got a little bit of that going on, but based on my conversations, it's not as overwhelming as it was last year, the year before, and the year before that. It's an inevitability with this sport. This is one of those good problems that you'd like to have. You'd like to still be here at the Final Four, and if that means that, yes, you've got to roster manage a little bit and have a couple of agents reaching out to your staff about potential guys that might be wanting to come to your program. It's not the most fun thing in the world, but it's much better than the alternative, and that's sitting at home watching the Final Four from your living room. So it's still a better system than college football. I mean, college football's calendar and its portal cycle is much worse than on the hoops end here. At the very least, the portal will not officially open until next Tuesday, and then we're off to the races and free agency. Really, it will be a mega spree in the ensuing month there in college basketball.
All right, Matt Norlander, and check out the Eye on College Basketball podcast he does with Gary Parrish. And CBSSports.com has his great article on Bill Self that went up. Matt, thank you. Hope you have a great weekend. I hope we get to see some good games. Just close games is all I want.
Hey, and I'm gonna promo one thing. It'll go up on Friday. Tommy Lloyd of Arizona, massive Beastie Boys fan. I'm gonna have a big feature on his Beastie Boys fandom and how it kind of defines who he is as a person. So that'll be up on Friday. I'm very, very much looking forward to getting that out in the world.
As am I, because I am also a massive Beastie Boys fan. So that works for me as well. All right, Matt. Thanks, man. Hopefully talk to you soon.
Appreciate you. Thank you, Bobby.
Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. Let's blow that whistle. Have a good weekend. And I don't know. I'm going to watch Arkansas softball. They're playing a Saturday, Sunday, Monday series, which they don't often do. But because Monday is called like Mic'd Up Monday, where they're miking up the head coach of the Razorbacks.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Because I asked DJ, who's the hitting coach, I was like, why aren't you guys playing on Friday? He's like, we're doing Mic'd Up Monday. I'm like, I don't know what that means. Yeah, like Mic'd Up Monday is something we all know about.
Is it just the head coach, or does DJ get the mic?
No, can you imagine all the coaches are mic'd up? It's just nonstop talking.
Yeah, that would be funny. A live stream of it.
So, yeah, this weekend I'll do that. I'm not doing much. We got a baby. It's a few weeks old. But on the Bobby Bone channel on YouTube, maybe you can watch my new series, Father Knows Less.
Mm-hmm.
Talk daddy to me?
Yeah.
Eddie?
I like Talk Daddy to me.
Yeah,
man.
I know.
really do.
I know. Thank you guys. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you guys Monday. Bye, everybody.